WASA. Schools, are you ready? WASA. We in the know. WASA. We this do. WASA.
WASA's 5th National Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond.
This year we talking history.
The history of WASA, the water and wastewater sector and future plans.
WASA. So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
WASA, water security for every sector. Deliver it, sustain it.
They came in their numbers, teams from various secondary schools all over Trinidad and Tobago, to compete for the ultimate prize, $100,000. But only 16 had what it took to get to this point. Good afternoon, I'm Vernon Ramisar, and you're viewing the second preliminary round of WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, In the Know with H2O, 50 Years and Beyond, broadcast from WASA's Public Education Center, St. Joseph. And of course, it's all coming to you on the #1 station for local programming, CTV. So let's get the ball rolling. Here are the rules.
The buzzer should only be tapped after the moderator finishes reading the question. If the buzzer is tapped prior to the moderator completing the question will automatically be passed to the opposing team. There are 5 rounds of competition. During rounds 1 to 4, students are restricted from communicating with each other. Participant 1 on either team will answer question 1 alone. Participant 2 on either team will answer question 2, etc. If any student is found answering another's question, the student will be disqualified. 100 points will be awarded for all correct answers. 0 points will be awarded for incorrect answers and for partially correct answers. The judges will decide to award 50 or 75 points or ask for clarification towards awarding the total of 100. Teams can earn a maximum of 2,000 points, that is 20 questions by 100 points. If a team is asked a question and does not answer it correctly, the question will be handed over to the other team to answer. If the second team answers correctly, they are awarded 50 points, that is half of the points. The judges can also award 25 points for a partially correct answer. During round 5, students can collaborate as this round offers team questions and hence the answer can be discussed. Questions will be posted to the teams individually. After the host reads the question, a total of 15 seconds will be given to participants to collaborate and begin their response. If a team fails to begin their response within the allotted 15 seconds, 0 points will be awarded for the question. The judge's decision is final.
Now, what are rules without judges? Today's panel consists of employees of WASA. They are Head Judge Randy Marcano, Senior Manager Internal Audit and Compliance. He's joined by Sheena Briggs-Edwards, Health and Safety Officer, and Candace Santana, Hydrological Technician 2. Moving right along, the overall winning school of this year's competition gets a uniquely designed winner's trophy and $100,000 in cash. With us today are San Juan South Secondary School and Signal Hill Secondary School, Tobago. Akida Abdul Latif of San Juan South Secondary School, please introduce your teammates.
Including myself, Akila Abdul Latif, also representing the San South Secondary School, Kayla Pope, Rondell Lewis, and Ronaldo Ferguson.
Thank you, Akila. And Talika McKenzie of Signal Hill Secondary School, Tobago, who is on your team?
Myself, Talika McKenzie, Natoya Jofield, Candice Cook, and Vanessa Ortiz.
Thank you, Talika. Well, good luck, teams. We'll take a short break, but when we return, Preliminary 2 begins. This is WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, In the Know with H2O, 50 Years and Beyond.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
Forming and educating the nation, especially the young ones, about water, how it's won and processed, and how it should be protected are just a few of our major responsibilities here at the Public Education Center. The enjoyable learning environment, cultivating conservation habits, developing healthy relationships, and giving our public an appreciation of the environment in which we produce water. WASA's PEC, the region's only public education center on water.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know it is to oh. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know it is to oh. WASA.
Welcome back to WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. Before we go any further, here's a quick recap of the topics. History of the water sector. History of the wastewater sector. Social, economic, and leadership impacts. Future plans beyond 24/7 in 2015. And corporatization. Round 1, history of the water sector, begins now. So let's have Akila of San Juan South and Talika of Signal Hill join me here at the podium as I ask you the first question. Okay, there are 4 multiple choice answers, so please wait till I've read all of them. The Marival Waterworks was constructed in what year? A, 1853, B, 1936, C, 1952, or D, 1861? Signal Hill.
A, 1853.
Absolutely correct. Well done. And now if we can have Kayla of San Juan South and Latoya of Signal Hill come forward. And here's your question. Again, multiple choice. Let me read all 4 answers before you ring in. How many agencies were joined to form WASA in September 1965? A, 10, B, 7, C, 5, or D, 9? San Juan South.
B7.
Absolutely correct. Thank you very much. And now, Ronaldo of San Juan South and Candace of Signal Hill, it's your turn up front. Again, multiple choice. I'll read all 4 options before you can ring in. What new technology did the onset of World War II bring to Trinidad and Tobago? A, geographic information systems technology, B, deep well drilling technology, C, leak repair technology, or D, trenchless pipe laying technology?
Deep well drilling technology.
Absolutely correct. Well done. And now, Renessa of Signal Hill and Rondell of San Juan South, it's your turn up front. Again, 4 choices, multiple choice. Which one of the following areas in Tobago was not served by Hillsborough Waterworks in 1952? A, Crown Point, B, Black Rock, C, Scarborough, or D, Plymouth? Signal Hill, appropriately.
Crown Point.
That is incorrect. Rondell?
B, Black Rock.
Absolutely correct. Well done. Well, that brings us to the end of round 1, but there's still no time to waste, so let's go straight to the second round, the history of the wastewater sector. And once again, Akila of San Juan South and Pilika of Signal Hill. 4 choices again. Wait till I read all of them. What percentage of the population is served by centralized wastewater systems in Trinidad and Tobago? A, 60%, B, 40%, C, 50%, or D, 30%? San Juan South. That is incorrect. We'll offer it over to Talika.
A, 60%.
Those are both incorrect. The answer is D, 30%. Thank you both. So now Kayla of San Juan South and Latoya of Signal Hill. It's your turn to battle. Again, 4 choices. Please wait till I've read all of them. Which of the following is not an adverse effect of releasing improperly treated effluent into rivers and coastal waters? A, reduced dissolved oxygen content, B, increased viral contamination, C, increased dissolved oxygen levels, or D, increased turbidity levels? San Juan South.
Increased turbidity levels.
Which choice was it?
D, increased turbidity levels.
That is incorrect. Over to Signal Hill.
C, dissolved oxygen levels.
Increased dissolved oxygen levels is correct. And now Ronaldo of San Juan South and Candace. Complete the following statement. WASA is responsible for the collection, treatment, and blank of wastewater in Trinidad and Tobago. San Juan South.
Water.
That is incorrect. Signal Hill.
Water production.
Also incorrect. Disposal was the correct answer. And the final question in the round for Rondell of San Juan South and Vanessa of Signal Hill. Both ready? In what year, again, multiple choice, wait till I've read all. In what year was the first major sewage system constructed in Trinidad and Tobago? A, 1903, B, 1861, C, 1902, or D, 1900? San Juan South.
1902.
Absolutely correct. Well done. Well, there's still much more to come. When we return, we'll take a quick look at the scores, and then we'll head into another round of competition. This is WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. Stay tuned.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
I could wash, I could clean, I could do house chores and life better.
Rich Plain can feel proud of its name now with a better supply of water from WASA. Thank you, WASA.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
And welcome back to WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. To learn more of the history of WASA, upcoming initiatives and future plans, feel free to visit WASA's Public Education Center in St. Joseph or log on to www.wasa.gov.tt. Knowledge is power. Be in the know with H2O. Well, teams, here are the scores thus far. San Juan South Secondary School, 250 points. Signal Hill Secondary School, 250. Well, now that we know the standings, let's get a move on and explore the third category, social, economic, and leadership impacts. So, Akila of San Juan South and Signal Hill, Talika, head on up. Again, it's a 4-part multiple choice. Wait till I've read all the options. What incident occurred in Port of Spain in 1903 that resulted in the destruction of the Red House? A, Black Power uprising, B, water riots, C, labor riots, or D, the coup? Signal Hill.
B, water riots.
Absolutely correct. Well done. And now Natoya of Signal Hill and Kayla of San Juan South. Multiple choice again. Wait till all 4 answers have been read. When was WASA's Customer Service Bureau, CSB, established? A, April of 1995, B, July of 1995, C, April of 1996, or D, July of 1996?
C, April 1996.
That is incorrect. Over to Kayla.
B, July 1995.
That is also incorrect. The answer is July 1996. So we'll call Ronaldo of San Juan South and Candace of Signal Hill to come forward now for your question. Both ready? Okay, here we go. 4 multiple choices at the end. When did WASA first acquire its Water is Life public education vehicles? A, 2004, B, 2005, C, 2007, or D, 2006?
C, 2007.
That is correct. Well done. And now, Renessa of Signal Hill and Rondell of San Juan South, it's your turn to come forward. Again, 4 multiple choices at the end. What was the aim of the Collect All project launched in 1992? A, collect plastic bottles to recycle, B, collecting outstanding arrears from customers, C, collecting water samples from various locations, or D, collect water conservation slogans? Signal Hill.
B, collecting outstanding arrears from customers.
Absolutely correct. Well done. Well, that's the end of round 3. With half the competition complete, we'll move right along to the next round, which is on future plans beyond 24/7 in 2015. So once again, we call forward San Juan South, Akila, and Talika from Signal Hill. Hope you're both ready here. 4 multiple choice options. Which one of the following is not a strategy aimed at maintaining supply levels during peak demand periods in Tobago? A, implementation of a network and pressure management system. B, water quality improvement. C, upgrade of Campbellton Lake. D, setting up of a new laboratory at Buku. Signal Hill.
C, upgrade of Campbellton Lake.
That is incorrect. Want to give it a try?
D, setting up of new laboratory at Boko.
That is not a strategy. Well done. Correct. And now Natoya of Signal Hill and Kayla of San Juan South. Here's your question, multiple choice again. What was the percentage increase in customers receiving a 24/7 water supply from 2010 to July 2013? A, 20%, B, 18%, C, 31%, or D, 26%? Kayla.
B, 18%.
That is incorrect. Try Signal Hill.
A, 20%.
That is incorrect as well. The answer is 31%. All right, so with Ronaldo from San Juan South and Candice of Signal Hill, it's your turn at the podium. Again, multiple choice, 4 options at the end. Which of the following is not an area where new production wells are being developed? A, Point Fortin, B, Santa Cruz, C, Tunapuna, or D, Diego Martin? Signal Hill.
Santa Cruz.
That is incorrect. Over to you, Ronaldo.
Tunapuna.
Absolutely correct. Well done. And the final question in the round to Rondell of San Juan South and Vanessa of Signal Hill. Again, multiple choice, 4 options. Which company executed the major island-wide sewage extension project? A, NH International, B, Lock Joint Limited, C, Junior Sammy, or D, Housing Development Company Limited? San Juan South.
D, Housing Development Company Limited.
That is incorrect.
B, Joint Company.
That is correct. Well done. Well, 4 down, 1 more to go. We take a short break, but when we return, we'll recap the scores and take in round 5, where teamwork matters. Stay tuned to CTV, WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Competition, In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. We'll be back after these.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the Know with H2O, WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the Know with H2O, WASA.
Right now, we getting water all on the mountain top, you understand? Real water, water you can make a big man cry then, you understand?
We are getting water on time, water galore till it bursts in pipe. Thank you, WASA.
Thank you to WASA for the water that they ran on the hill.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the Know with H2O, WASA, 50 years and beyond.
We've completed 4 rounds. In a few minutes, one of these 2 competing schools will move on to the quarterfinal round. Which one will it be? You're viewing CTV, and this is the premier National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, WASA's In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. As promised before the break, here's a quick look at the scores thus far. San Juan South Secondary, 450 points. Signal Hill Secondary School, 500 points. Very, very close indeed. Well, round 5 emphasizes collaboration and teamwork. In this round, teams can work with their partners to decipher the final answers. Let's see who has what it takes to become today's champion and join with the other quarterfinalists in the quest to be the ultimate champion. Prior to the start of competition, there was a coin toss, and so we start with San Juan South Secondary School. Let's dive right into round 5. Here's your team question. What is the guiding principle of corporatization?
To be a self-sustainable entity.
Judges?
That's incorrect.
We pass it on to Signal Hill.
To establish a framework for effective governance.
Judges?
No, that's also incorrect.
Okay, the answer is, it is the intent to capture the advantage of a private sector company, including efficiency, productivity, and financial sustainability, while retaining accountability to its owners. Next question goes, of course, to Signal Hill. Who entered into the loan agreement with the Inter-American Development Bank, the IDB, to undertake the multi-phase wastewater rehabilitation program? Time is up.
WASA.
What was the answer?
WASA.
That is incorrect. Over now to you, San Juan South. We need an answer.
The government or the Canadian bank.
Judges?
We need some clarification. You gave two answers.
Oh, the government.
Sorry, which government?
Trinidad and Tobago, sorry.
Yeah, that's correct.
That is
50
correct.
points.
Well done. Name the body that granted approval for the implementation of a corporatization framework within WASA. A, the Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources. B, WASA Board of Commissioners. C, WASA Management Team. Or D, the Government of Trinidad and Tobago.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago.
That is incorrect. We hand it over to Signal Hill.
B, WASA's Board of Commissioners.
B, WASA's Board of Commissioners is correct. Final question goes to Signal Hill. How often does WASA's Corporate Governance Task Force meet? A, monthly, B, quarterly, C, bi-monthly, or D, bi-weekly?
C, bi-monthly.
That is incorrect. So we hand it over to San Juan South.
A, monthly.
That is correct. Well done. Well, that's it for today, teams. You've all done the best you can. And at this point, we'll take a break. Right around the corner, we'll have final scores, and we'll see who's one step closer to the grand prize. WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz in the Know with H2O. We'll be right back.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the Know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the Know with H2O. WASA.
I hear my son waking me about 10 and tell me, Ma, get up, look at our water, look, we get water in the pipe.
We managed to get a nice water supply. I wouldn't lie, that is the best thing I ever see happen in this beach area and community.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the Know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the Know with H2O. WASA.
Welcome back from Trinidad and Tobago. Thanks for staying with us here on CTV for WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Judges, the final score, please. And here are the scores. San Juan South Secondary School, 550. Signal Hill Secondary School, 550. It's a tie, which means that we go to sudden death. And of course, because San Juan South Secondary won the coin toss, they get to go first. Here's your question. How was the Corporate Governance Action Plan developed? You need your answer now. Time is up. So we offer it now to Signal Hill.
By improving the authority, business and operating to attain greater levels of efficiencies for the governance practices.
Judges?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Through a consultative process of workshops is the answer I have here. It's the second sudden death question. Back to San Juan South Secondary School, or rather, sorry, Signal Hill this time. The Board of Commissioners approved the implementation of how many corporate governance practices?
8 practices.
8, did you say? That is incorrect. San Juan South.
25 practices.
Congratulations, San Juan South. Well done. You won this preliminary round, and congratulations, Signal Hill. You did a magnificent job as well. Just came down to sudden death there at the end. Good luck to the remaining schools. I'm Vernon Ramersar. Join us again tomorrow at 5:05 p.m. on CTV or streaming live on ctntworld.com for preliminary round 3, where we'll see Arima North Secondary square off with Vishnu Boys Hindu School on WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition. In the know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. Bye for now, and thanks for viewing. Well done, Dad. You really tried. It was very close.
WASA, schools, are you ready? WASA, we in the know. WASA, we H2O. WASA.
WASA's 5th National Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond.
This year we talking history.
The history of WASA, the water and wastewater sector, and future plans.
WASA. So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
WASA, water security for every sector. Deliver it, sustain it.